I have to get over it.
Screaming, crying, throwing up. Oh my God. I actually cannot believe it. Like, I cannot believe I got a bag. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm like still shaking. It's so crazy. I had the best experience and I'm just still in shock. We're headed to a friend's book signing, so we're already late, but once I get home tonight, I'll tell you guys all about it.
The empathy and cynicism that is required in all of journalism.
Can you sign my book?
Yes, I will.
Nice, Angel.
Just got Angel's book. She did such a good job at her little book tour signing. We're so proud of her. There she is in the background with all her fans. I think we're headed to dinner with all of our friends now. I'll show you guys where we end up. Guess what we have? We just went and picked up our Outside Land tickets. One of my followers, she isn't going today, so she sold us her Saturday tickets, which worked out perfectly. It's been like impossible to find tickets, so I'm so happy we got those. But I want to share with you guys the full Hermes story because yesterday was just so hectic and I'm just like still in shock that I have the bag. Guys, stop. What? How? It's like the craziest story, truly. A little grungy OOTD for Outside Land. Some cargo pants. This cute like yellow corset tank top. It's actually not even that tight, so it's not really a corset, but it looks like it. And then this old Zara leather top that I got from a few years ago. And we are headed out. Heading into Outside Land. Morning. We went to Outside Lands yesterday. It was so much fun. I'll do a debrief, but it's as if we don't have a grocery store near us, but we clearly do. Does anyone else's parents do this? I think all Asian parents do this. Like strawberries, sausage. We have a Costco. We have grocery stores by us. How funny. Ooh, this we don't have in San Francisco. Have you guys had this? Fantuan. It's really good. Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with my parents and eat this. I'm so tired. We're on our way to Emeryville right now to get brunch with some friends, but I am so exhausted. I feel like anytime you go to a festival, it's just like a lot because you walk a lot and you're having a good time with your friends, but it was worth it. It was so much fun. So we got into Outside Lands around 4. The traffic was pretty bad going in. We left the house around 3, I think, but we got there just in time to see Mariah the Scientist and then Nora and Pure, who was really good. I had never heard of her before. She's a DJ and she does a lot of like nature visuals in the back. And then we saw Maggie Rogers and then we saw the Foo Fighters. It was like a big debate who we were gonna see last because all the best people were last. So it was Foo Fighters, Lana Del Rey, and Fisher. And initially I thought all the boys were gonna wanna see Fisher and I wanted to see Lana Del Rey, but actually all the boys wanted to see the Foo Fighters. And it was like pretty crazy. I'm gonna insert some clips. Like Foo Fighters is the boys' equivalent of Taylor Swift. I'm not even kidding. It was like a cultural experience for me. Outside Lands ends around 10. So we walked out and oh my God, this was like the best tip that one of our friends told us was to enter from the south gate. So when we got there, we were able to just walk in. No crazy crowd, crazy line. And then exiting, we also decided to exit through the south gate and we walked out same way, probably a 5-minute walk out. And then we walked a couple blocks down. We were trying to get an Uber and I guess because everyone was calling Ubers right then, it was kind of hard to call a car. So this Uber driver driver pulled up and he was like, do you guys want to ride? My Uber app isn't even working right now, so just pay me cash and I'll take you guys. And I was like, yes. So then he drove us back and it was just a 30-minute drive. So we were home by 11, which was so nice. And then we just hung out. People left around probably 1. Now that I'm so used to sleeping by like 10 or 11, now anytime it's past midnight, I just feel so tired. But we are out here in Emeryville. We're gonna hang out with our friends, and then I'm going over to TPT in Berkeley to try some of their new drinks, which I'm super excited about. We'll show you around Berkeley. We love Berkeley. I went to undergrad at Berkeley. His parents went to Berkeley, so they grew up going to Berkeley a lot. So Berkeley is like a special place for us. Okay, anything you want to say?
Hi everyone.
We're both so
Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's having a very blessed and enjoyable and healthy weekend. Love you guys.
Oh, we love you guys. Okay, we're going to brunch. There's the Campanile. There's a little street fair happening today. So cool. They shut down all of Telegraph for all these different vendors. Lots of like thrifting, lots of cute clothes. How cool. They never had this back in the day when I was going to school here. All these like vintage juicy pieces. So cute.
I would like a 30.
We made it to Sather Gate. I remember walking through this gate all the time to go between classes, and that cafe is where you can use your points and get a lot to
I have the privilege of walking through that gate. Or
well, you got in, didn't you? You got in.
Can't you not step on the seal until you graduated?
What?
Oh no, that was the thing at WashU.
That's where he went. You got into Berkeley though, right? You just picked to go to WashU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Cal. Go Bears!
WashU Bears too.
During school, there's also a lot of like booths in this area, so it's always like pretty crowded and hectic, which is so fun. Like that's like the campus vibe. But yeah, so many great memories coming back to Berkeley. I had such a good time studying here, and even though it was competitive, it was still like just so much fun. Like the best 4 years of my life, truly. Best 4 years until I met Tim.
That's cute.
Me?
Yeah.
Reporting what news?
Of your life.
I wish he went to Berkeley. I always tell him I wish he went to Berkeley so we could have met sooner.
And I always reply that we met when we were supposed to meet. Because if we had met at Berkeley, who knows if we ever would have gotten into a serious relationship.
What?
I'm just saying, like.
But I feel like if you're meant to be with someone, like we're meant to be together. So then if you had met me back then, even though we were younger and might have wanted to explore, do different things, and like not just be in a serious relationship,
But
I
what
feel
if
like
I had
we would
met
have.
you
We still would have ended
because you were
up together.
dating my best friend?
No, but then we're meant to be together, so we would have ended up together anyways.
But that would have been pretty scandalous then if I met you and I was dating your best friend.
Why don't you think that you would just meet me and we would be dating?
Because sometimes that doesn't like just based on circumstance. I could have met you after we already started dating other people.
Yeah, maybe. But if we were meant to be together, we would still end up being together and getting married.
What's your guys' thought on this? Do you believe you have like a soulmate in your life and like you're meant to cross paths and be together? Or do you feel like it's only the right person at the right time?
I think it's a mix of both.
I think that you're meant to be with someone, and regardless of when in your life you come across them, like you're meant to come across them at the right time, but I feel like if our right time was Berkeley, we still would have been together.
I just think that like you do have a person that you're supposed to meet, but you can't rush that process. You can't say, oh, if I
But it won't feel rushed.
Is this an agree to disagree moment?
because it's like we met each other at the exact perfect time and we're perfectly compatible. So it's like
Because we were molded through our other relationships to become.
and we were also in a stage of our lives where, yeah, we were open to like both having a serious relationship and all that. Sometimes all those things don't necessarily line up, and you still meet someone with really high compatibility. That puts it in a much less likelihood that it'll turn serious and then be marriage and then family. That's all I'm saying. Now we hit each other at the right exact moment. We have our compatibility and our chemistry, and on top of that, that's what accelerated us into our engagement, our marriage, and now thinking about starting a family together.
Well, I think, so some of our good friends, Ashley and Trevor, they met at Berkeley, and they've been dating for, I think, 10 years, and then they got engaged and then married. So I feel like if you had gone to Berkeley and we had met, then
We'd be Ash Trev?
Yeah, I think so, because we're meant to be together.
You don't think that?
I think that.
Okay. End scene. We're now heading to TPT. We're trying some of their new drinks, so I'm really excited. TPT is like one of my favorite boba spots. Usually I go to the one in Cupertino. If I'm not going down to South Bay to see my family, then usually we'll come to the Berkeley location if I really want good boba. TPT is definitely the best boba in the Bay Area so far. I'm excited to try their new drinks. Show you guys what it is. Drinks here. This is my favorite. I always get this. It's the classic milk tea with boba, QQ noodle, and grass jelly. And these are their new drinks. It's the watermelon series. This is watermelon with crystal boba, and this is the snowy watermelon. So I think it has like a crema cap, which all of these look so good. I love watermelon, so I'm super excited. Fresh watermelon blended with crystal boba. Wow, that's good. I really like this. The watermelon blast is really good. You get little chunks of watermelon because it's blended, and I think they blend it with ice, so it's super nice and cool. It's a perfect summer drink. This one, unfortunately, I can't try because it's cheese cream on top, and you guys know I don't eat cheese, so Tim's gonna try it. He's gonna take his latte first. Also, look how cute this cup is. It's apparently like super sold out, super hard to find, but it's adorable.
Very similar. Cream is like caramelly. Like, you know how caramel's a little savory, but it's also sweet, and that part tastes more like cream version of that.
Like a watermelon milkshake. This is a classic milk tea with boba, QQ noodles, grass jelly. Love it. It's like my go-to drink. So good. Look at that layer of fog. Carl the Fog.
Tell the people what your thoughts are on fog.
I personally don't love fog, so.
Yeah, so you don't like Carl.
Yes. What are your thoughts on Carl?
Well, now that I've lived in SF longer than I've lived in any other city in my life, I personally feel very acclimated to the SF microclimates, including Carl, and I feel that it actually adds
Mystique.
a nice vibe and a very refreshing atmosphere. And I mean, if you're dressed right for it, like if you just pretty much have a Patagonia on at all times, which is what you should do, by the way, when you're in San Francisco, because it'll always be used, then it's actually very comforting. I personally like it.
Now he's used to the colder weather. I'm still a sun girl. Like, I would love to wear a tank top and a skirt every day, but unfortunately in San Francisco, that's just not very likely. I don't know, but I will say the fog for outside lands, I was pretty bummed that it was not going to be sunny like Coachella, but it's just different, right? And I actually thought the fog added to the coolness of outside land. Just the fog kind of surrounding Golden Gate Park, surrounding the stage. It was pretty cool. I think it added to the vibe, but day to day, I'm not a big fan.
I like it when we're outdoors and
There's
you're
a
out in the
little
marina or you're at outside lands. You're kind of walking out of the bar or restaurant, and it's like kind of this cool vibe.
Here, let me show you guys Carl. He's coming in strong today. That white, that's the fog, and that's not a cloud. The white right there. Crazy. And then over there, you can kind of see it. It's like a layer of cheese crumb on top of the city.
And so the city's the boba?
Yeah.
Do you know that each one of those ships has to be driven in to the bay and docked at the port of Oakland by a special captain? Pretty much anytime these ships make their transocean journey, they pretty much have to wait outside of the Golden Gate Bridge until this guy in a little boat goes out and meets them, and he gets on the board, and he's the one that knows the tides, the underwater geography of the bay the best. So he's the one only licensed, probably due to liability reasons, to be able to park the boat and dock it at its final destination. And these people are paid like $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 a year based on their special skill set.
Wow.
But it's also highly dangerous because those things are essentially moving skyscrapers floating in the ocean, and these guys come up to them in their little essentially speedboats, and they have to somehow board this in the open ocean, and rain or shine, wind. And so a lot of times these people, there's a high mortality rate in this industry because their boats will just get crushed by these larger boats that, you know, all their weight gets pushed into their tiny speedboat, and there's a high mortality rate, which is also why it's a highly specialized skill set, and it's a high-paying job.
Good nugget of info. Welcome to
Tim's Tidbits.
Oh, a good one. His little segment. Guys, this is what we ordered for dinner. So Saru Sushi Bar. It's actually probably my favorite sushi restaurant in San Francisco. They have a hand roll bar in Russian Hill that I go to a lot, actually. And they just started doing takeout orders, and look how cute. Kind of reminds me of like sugarfish, but we got 4 cut rolls, and it's actually a decent amount. This is tuna, yellowtail, crab, and shiitake mushrooms. It looks so good. So excited. I'm also gonna heat up some bone broth so we can drink that and just feel like cleansed and rested for the week. You don't even need soy sauce, and it's so good already. Wow. It's so fresh. The rice is like perfect.
Thank you, Saru.
Thank you to them for opening such an amazing spot. Don't sleep on the shiitake mushroom roll. It's really good. Truly don't even need soy sauce. Wow.
That hits.
Which one's your favorite?
Shiitake mushroom. HBU.
My favorite might be, I mean, the fatty tuna is really good. So their fatty tuna, they do it with green onions and it's just so light and refreshing and yummy. So probably that one. Shiitake mushroom is a close second though because it's like nice and sweet and the shiitake is very umami.
Perfect way to slide into a healthy week.
Yeah, I agree.
10-10.
10-10, truly 10-10. We're gonna finish eating this, drink our bone broth, and then probably finish watching, we just started watching Love in Taipei. Cute Taiwanese rom-com, or cute rom-com about a summer in Taiwan. I don't know if any of you guys did the summer camps in Taiwan. Some of my friends did, and it's literally like you go in either high school or college for a summer and it's a cultural immersion experience, but really it's just like you're there making friends and like dating people. So it's basically a story about that. It's on Paramount Plus. We had to download Paramount Plus because we didn't have it, but the movie so far is really cute. We probably watched half of it, so I think we'll watch the rest of it and then do a little bit of work and then head to bed so we can have a good start to our week. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed spending the weekend with me. It's been a pretty crazy weekend. Like, started with the Hermes bag. We started hot, and then outside lands yesterday, and then like a pretty chill day today, which is nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you want to see more vlogs, what other content you want to see. Definitely subscribe if you aren't already, and like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.